Ladies and gentlemen, I have some heavy hitters in the studio with me. One goes by the name of Kivumbi King.
Yeah.
Is there a queen out there? We don't know. Another one is the smoothest on the vocals. He goes by the name of Mike Kayihura. Welcome to the studio, gang.
Thank you for having us.
It's my absolute pleasure. First and foremost, congratulations on installation.
Yeah.
You already know the vibes. 5 tracks deep. And I'm telling you, at any given point, you'll pop out of my phone screen to ask for water. Now, let me tell you a funny story as we start this off. I was just telling these guys how I met Mike.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of artists, they say, my journey started in church. I used to sing in a choir.
Yeah.
And true to it, he sang in a choir. That's how me and Mike met. He used to be in there, he used to be on the keys. He'd be like, yeah, you a little flat. Can you go up a bit? So that is how exactly. And then fast track to Zuba. You already know what it means.
Yeah.
You know, the number one question people would ask me after Zuba dropped. So are you and Mike a thing? Like, is that your man? Because now he had done Zuba the track. Then they came Zuba the EP.
The whole
and
thing.
it dropped on my birthday. They were like, surely.
Which I didn't know actually. Which was
Exactly. It was a coincidence. So everyone was convinced.
I see why people.
Zuba and Mike, it is a combination. That's my bro. That's my family. And it's a pleasure to have you guys. Now, before we get into installation, I'm sure there was a friendship that formed here because people want to know, how did you guys come to meet each other, one, and then building that chemistry in the studio? How did the King and Mike combo start? Where did it start? Did you meet at some function? Was it a concert? Or you know artists, you go in a studio session, there's like 30 of you and you're just bouncing ideas off of each other. Where did it all start?
Well, for me, I think it started me being a fan of Mike.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where it started. And
Join the club.
I always listened to the stuff that he was putting out on SoundCloud back then. And
talk about it.
Yeah, and then that's my first introduction to Mike. But to get to know him as a person, I think it happened at Danny Beats.
yes.
Yeah, producer Danny Beats.
Shout out Danny Beats.
Shout out to Danny Beats. Yeah, I was there to make, funny enough, I was there to make Pull Up, and you were there. I don't know what song had come to make.
It was Pull Up, yeah?
Yeah, it was Pull Up I'd come to do, because Angel was there as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said, like I told you, in the studio, big artist link up.
Yeah, no, it was a mad link.
Yeah.
So tell me, Mike,
Tell
me about the chemistry that you've built over time. Like, how did this King Mike combo? Because some people, when they think of King, they think rap, we're in here, Morache type stuff. And then when they think of Mike, they think of the sultry, the last night. You see, you didn't think I was gonna go there. You didn't think I was gonna go there.
No, I mean, like the first time I think properly linked, we were recording Sabrina. I believe that was the first time we met. He was in the studio, and it was a one-take thing because I was
one take.
Yeah, I was writing
Sabrina.
No, his second verse.
Okay.
The second verse, which he did, because I was writing the second verse, and I just looked over and I'm like, dude, what do you think about jumping on it? And he was just like, I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah.
I
was just in the studio there with my
said,
phone
yeah.
waiting.
Yeah, and then he just
That
jumped
is
on it, and it
beautiful.
was like another 266. So ever since then,
Wow.
we've collaborated, and I feel like installation really, it brought us together musically, and so in so many ways also, like
And personally as well, because
You have to, I think personally as well, because
Big
you have to
time.
have a
Big time.
good connection, a good chemistry going on between you two to be able to understand each other's style.
Yeah.
So let me ask, what was the first impression of each other? Like when you first met King, you're like, "Uy ni nani?"
Me, I didn't think he was gonna put me on the track. That's why I didn't even bother asking. I was just sitting there.
You're like, maybe this is my good. If you're watching,
No, but he had the verse. That's the thing. I was writing the verse, and he was ready.
he was ready.
He was ready. He's like, he literally said, "I thought you'd never ask."
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if there's anything you're gonna take from this first half, always stay ready.
Yeah.
100%.
Still live and locked in with the boys, Mike and King. First of all, why King? Tell
That's
me.
my real name.
No way.
Ah, Kivumbi King.
Kumbe.
That's-
Is your sister is your sister Queen?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Her name is not Kivumbi though. I have to put her out there. She didn't even like it. She just started soon.
She just started recently.
It's a new thing.
Wow. So yeah. Munimacha ya gufatiaga.
Nah, but Queen is her real name. She's called Advertise.
Let's get into installation. It's bold. It's a mixture of genres. First and foremost, let me ask, do you actually go and sit down and select like which track is going to make it, which track is going to... And what does that process look like? Because me, if I listen to all your music now, I'd be like, guys, just put it together in one playlist. Let's release. How do you go through the selection of the tracks? Or how do you come together to make that blend? Because people know you for the rap, the bars, and they know him for the songs, the melodies. How do you bring that together? Because even you, by the way, you dabble in the melodies here and there.
I guess that's why me and Mike are such a good combo, because he has something that he brings to the table that's so different from what I also bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And on that, selecting tracks, actually there's tracks that didn't make the cut.
There's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Guys, you know how Drake did a care package with all his other songs that he had left off? Just an idea. If you want to give us a care package, feel free to.
It.
No, but like you said, like it's different touches to it, right? So, but I think what installation is and what it showed is just like we love experimenting. So the experimenting side is what really I think came out of this a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And also us being like, let's just pick 5 songs, you know what I mean? As
Five
as
good
opposed
ones.
to like
Yes, I hear
5
you.
good songs that we feel like are different, and that I think I still feel like are gonna grow in many ways. You know?
100%.
But also they're different, also similar at somehow, because the whole EP has one feeling to it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But one thing I noticed, there's a lot of creativity that's put into this, including your cover art. I absolutely love what you guys did with the cover art. That was super, super dope. But now also the name. Shout out Basquiat. Let me tell you, shout out Basquiat, shout out Fagil. All those guys that are holding it down on the creative scene. They're doing an incredible job. Now the name installation. What are we installing? Why installation? Like that's the one.
Install them. We're thinking of names one time when you saying that's why we did the mixing and mastering for the whole project.
Wow.
And we were just like brainstorming names, and Mike said installation, and I was like, bro, that just sounds right.
It just sounds good. You know when you hear something, you know what it is. Installation.
Installing, and like just the sound of it, the definition.
You're installing something new to the actually. If we talk about it,
and the feel of collaboration as well. I feel like that's something that I really like sit down and think about, because I've always looked forward to that. Right, we always used to talk about it.
And you talk a lot about that.
Collaboration.
You always talk about that on your platforms, like the importance of being your brothers and sisters
100%,
keepers.
100%.
And shout out to you guys, because when I also think about collaboration, I think you guys are the people that have done really well in collaborating across borders. We had you popping out with Azawi, Elijah Chitaka on Elevated. Beautiful song. And then we had you pop off with Axon and Wait. Tell me about how you guys form those collaborations, because there's some young guys who might be listening and they're trying to find a way to get in. But what is your advice for someone trying to cross the borders, make some connections, if not even making a song, but learning, experimenting? How did you guys get to that point?
I guess it's like you have to find artists that on your same wavelength. If there's big artists, right? We want to work with those big artists. We put all the energy to work with them, but most of the time it doesn't go through because we are not at the same level. And it's hard that way. Like, for example, me and Axon, we didn't start with Wait. We had other things we started back in the day before he came up with Joshua and them. So I guess to me that's what helps me. I look for artists that I know we are on the same level. Absolutely. Because then that's not gonna be a whole issue about management and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Who's bigger? I'm bigger. You're what? Yeah, I hear you.
Being the students of our craft.
Our bar.
You know what I mean?
Y'all heard that? Being students of the craft.
Yeah, but like literally, like in conversation, like the way you talk together as artists, the way you express this, like we have to talk about the things that support us because we're sensitive about our craft.
Absolutely.
The whole point of being an artist is being sensitive.
You know, outside of it being your livelihood, but
100%.
this is something that speaks to you. It's a way of expressing who you are and essentially telling us about who you are as artists. We're still getting into installation, and speaking of installation, let me tell you, I told you guys, Closer is that track for me. So give it a listen, and if you haven't already, make sure that you tap into installation, ladies and gents.
The sound of Kigali is 94.3 Royal FM. So big. Yeah. And so...
Now, guys, I have some questions from your fans. This morning I asked the people because I can come here and do my job. I'll ask you what I want to know and then I'll leave. But I'm here for the people. Now, first and foremost, they want to know what you are listening to. What are some of the tracks right now or artists that you're tapped into and you're like, yeah, either this is someone new on the scene or this is someone who's been on the scene that inspires you? What is on your playlist right now? Me, I won't lie to you. The first song on my playlist right now is Wrong Places.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I guess for me the first one is Installation. I'm listening.
I'm not your own music. Don't be biased. What's your problem?
But that's the realest thing.
But you know what? I hear you because a lot of artists, when I ask them this question, they're like, I listen to myself not just because I'm being prideful, but sometimes they're listening to be like, we can spin it this way, we can do it again. I hear you. But if you had to pick 3 random artists right now that you are listening to or that you think are doing an amazing job, who are you putting? This is not a top 3. These are just 3 to look out for. I'll give you one. I'm even making the job easier for you. Angel. I think Angel did a phenomenal job with the delivery. Like, she came out of the gates swinging with that one. So you see, I've reduced it to 2.
Okay, so there's this kid called Dash the Prince. He works with us. Really talented kid. There's a group of boys called the 99 Gang.
The 99 Gang.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
99.
Shout out to those guys.
I landed on their music like 3 months ago, but
Is
they're
it?
really hard. Yeah.
All right. See,
Really
guys,
hard.
even me, I'm being plugged. So 99 Gang, wherever you are, I'm going to come find you in your ends, and we're going to bring you to my ends.
100%.
What about you, Mike?
Arluta.
Oh,
yes.
yes. She just dropped a banger.
Track is
Yes.
mad. And I
Madness.
just like her energy too. You can see. I mean, she's
Exactly.
been
Yeah,
doing this for-
she puts her energy and the style into it. I
yes.
can do this. I'm like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll be getting ready in the morning. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and another one I'm really like. I just saw like a snippet today. It's called Kent Larkin.
Ooh.
There's something about him, man, and I feel like there's something about
Kivumbi
his
just
sound.
shook his head. This guy must be
I've
high.
worked
No,
with him.
he's good. I feel
He's
like
hard.
he's got a sound, he's got the voice, and like I feel like at the end of the day, can't wait to see him grow into whatever he's doing. Yeah.
Now, you
Calm guy,
also
calm
have
guy.
Calm guy, yeah.
some fans across the borders that want to know when you'll be reaching them. We have Kenya, we have Uganda, even TZ is in the cut.
Yay.
Guys, you're
Hey.
sought after. So let's talk about what's coming next. You've just dropped installation, fresh off the press, going crazy. People want to know what's coming next. Is it the visuals? Are you guys doing an experience, a live experience? If there is Zua coming?
No, we're working on that.
Yes,
we're
we
working
love
on
it.
that, honestly, and it's something we obviously planned even before the project came out. So these are things that are
Yeah.
really important, and I feel like the live experience is something we're really looking forward to.
Essential.
It's really important, yeah.
It is essential, guys, because
Yeah.
we've done the acoustic nights with Mike and King, respectively. Now imagine together.
Yes.
Chills.
Honestly, I can't wait. I
Chills.
can't wait.
Chills.
I really
I'm
can't
getting
wait,
chills.
yeah.
And
But
then,
what's next? Maybe it's visuals and
yes,
more pushing of this specific EP installation. And yeah, man, we make music every day.
make
Every
music
day.
every day. We're grinding.
That's what
bro.
we do.
Now, most importantly, before I let you guys go, I think it's one thing for us to listen to the music, but I think it's also good that artists tell us how we can support them specifically, like in specific ways. Because the one thing that we know inherently, listen to the music, run up the numbers.
Yeah.
But and other conversation I had, one of them was telling me, like, when we drop visuals, it's very rare that we get a lot of the numbers from Randa. You get what I mean? So I think it's important that you also tell us how we can support you outside of just listening to the music.
I guess for me, follow me on all social media.
Period.
Yeah, Instagram is everywhere. It's Kivumbi King, because then you have like real updates of what's happening. If there's shows, if there's merch, everything. We just have like the news to you.
Love that. Mike
I
K.
mean, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
We don't know platforms, but I know it's crazy, but I mean, I don't know. Spotify, man. Spotify is
Yes.
like 3,000 francs, maybe. It's
Yes.
$2.99. Like literally, like just get like
Get the
pay
get
for this stuff, you know.
You
Pay
guys
for
are
it
out
and-
here
and-
paying
and-
bills
and-
of
you
15,
know what I mean?
20K
Like,
out. You can't
people
get
actually telling us, why is it not on YouTube? Like, come on, man. Like,
YouTube.
it's actually there, and at the end of the day, it's just the basic stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, it's
And you know
$2.99,
what?
it's
That
affordable.
actually is very important
Yeah.
because if our artists are gonna be competing on a global scale, that
Yes.
means that we have to show up
Yeah.
in those numbers as well
Yes.
because YouTube is not gonna be enough. They have to look at your streaming on Apple Music, on Spotify,
Everywhere.
on Tidal, all these different platforms. So guys, don't just go and listen on YouTube. Actually, first of all, if you're not on Spotify Premium, that means you're listening to music with ads. Yo, imagine listening to Closer right now. You can get we're not doing that. That actually speaks
Nah,
poorly
we're
to
not-
you.
We're not doing that.
No, whoever is doing that, it actually speaks poorly to you. Now, last thing before I let you guys go, you're still young buck, but you've made your name in the game. Mike's been going at this for a minute. What is a piece of advice, not just for artists, by the way, for creators, because I feel like you guys understand the creative industry as well. What advice do you have for young people in the creative scene and keeping in mind our Rwandan context? Like, yeah, that's the spin. Because I know you're going to be like, yeah, be creative, go forth. But I think it's important for us to keep in mind the society we live in, our culture. What advice or word that would you leave with them that even you keeps you going?
I would say this. Thank you for saying in the Rwandan context, because the Rwandan context is so like polite.
Yeah.
Like be shameless. Like break rules. Be like unstoppable, and also listen to your heart. I had this in a movie the other day. Listen to your heart. It will. It's never gonna lead you wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like that. Be shameless.
Yeah.
Mike, what you gotta say? Because Mike, people look at you and they're like, but he's very demure. He's very quiet.
No, I mean, like, listen. I feel like, personally, I'm trying to embrace myself. You know, like, these are things that I'm growing into. But I'd like to add on to what he said. I think that's it. Listen to your heart. There's a lot of people out here who are telling you what to do, how to do it. Like, why are you not doing it like this? Just know when to cut it out, but understand that you are your true self, and that's something like I said, I'm trying to get into more because I've been so much about my music. It's more than that. You have to express yourself. You have to be, and these are things I'm learning from my younger brothers.
And I love that.
You know what I mean? So like these are important things. So all I'm saying is, love yourself. Like
Love
Yeah.
yourself.
you are your truest.
Embrace yourself.
You're your truest vessel, like to the world.
Your biggest fan and your biggest critic.
100%.
Listen, and to go back to the thing of being yourself, someone once told me, you can give someone the recipe to your sauce, but they'll never make it the same as you. You get?
100%.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. It's been such a pleasure having you guys. I gotta give you your flowers before you go. Both of you know that I'm
Thank you
huge
for having
fans.
us. Yeah.
I'm very, very loud about being these gentlemen's
Love
fans.
what you do too.
Thank you.
We're fans as well.
Thank you.
Big fans.
Listen, you guys are doing an amazing job, taking us across the borders, doing some incredible work here, and also showing the power of collaboration, which is one thing that I've really learned from both of you guys, because I love how you guys engage with people, even outside of your shows, by the way. Like I see how you are off the stage, catching up with people, understanding, getting to know people.
Appreciate
That is something that is very, very important. So shout out to you guys. I only wish you more success, bigger hits, bigger stages. And of course, on that stage that you're going to go on, I must be there too.
Yes.